What's up, everybody? For the sake of grinding out coins for this event, I'm going to show you guys pretty much the easiest run to do right now that I found. This isn't the hardest level, but you could run the level 100 level in my case, because I'm running Ray and trying to teach stuff to him, and I want to bring the Beast Hunter arc, obviously, to try to get extra items or an extra chest so I can get at least 50 gold coins a run. That's not too bad, I don't think. You're going to have no problem getting everything you want, clearing everything if you just run this. And it's a fairly easy run, and I can bring a low-powered Ray who's, still learning stuff and isn't really built. And yeah, I'll show you guys how it goes real quick. As far as a friend unit, it doesn't really matter who you bring. Maybe bring a Robin, try to extort something. But I've only managed to get like 2 chests at a time. I don't know if that's just all you can get. I do remember getting only 1 chest one time, but that's why I make sure to drop Beast Hunter. And then just kind of go to town here. I did bring Lightning Sevia, just because I was talking about her earlier, and she has a pretty good medic. I didn't check to see if this one actually has the items on her. Let's see if we can get some of her helpful healing. Gotta love all those hit points Run can get. It makes her incredibly powerful. I love it, and I still like throwing that ball and chain. It can do great damage. Mine's nowhere near built, but oh, look at that. It looks like our friendless character only made it halfway through the fight with us. It's okay. It's no big deal. We're gonna push through this, dropping S2s and S3s. Oh, here we go. Oh, man. I kind of wish that went a second longer, because I love dropping Rem's S4. It's one of my favorites. I think it's great. The whole thing's cool. Oh, well. Anyway, we're going to get our 2 chests here. So 45 coins is not bad. Of course, you can clear the level 100 level instead if, you're just rocking a very powerful team. Like I said, I'm trying to bring Ray along, but a lot of people, hey, they fed Ray that rainbow potion that we got, so he's, level 100, and by now you're probably running that level 100 level. But this is pretty much what I'm doing just because it's easier and it's faster. I did beat the level 100 challenge level. You are getting 50 coins a chest in that one. But it took me a second, and, well, I beat it with Ray, too, but, obviously, as I power Ray up, I will change over to that level. But for now, for the average player, this is probably your best bet. There is like another level 80 map. Oops, I actually meant to go back. But that one actually might be a little bit easier. I thought it gave a little bit less coins, though. So let's see, who did we bring? We brought another round with actually, she's got more hit points than mine. Look at that. So actually, I'm going to star heal to give everybody Amelia's hit point buff, because my Amelia does have that item that adds an extra, 500 hit points to everybody's hit point pool on top of her ability, so it's a decent amount of hit points. And then these girls obviously can go into their transformation. You get almost 30,000 hit points apiece. Very nice. And her S3 is just great. I absolutely love it. The S2 does a ton of damage to units that are very close to her, because when they're close, it hits for a lot and it pushes them back. The damage on that, from what I've noticed, is just great. Oh, look at that. My Amelia actually passed away. I think we're still going to pull it off, though. We got 2 rounds. There we go. There's that S2 doing a ton of damage. We still got our chest, nonetheless. So, I mean, these go pretty quick. This is what I would recommend right now for getting coins. Actually, on this one, I only got 1 chest. I did not throw the Beast Hunter arc. So, yeah, make sure to throw that to get your other 20 coin piece or 25 coins, whatever it may be. And I think, like, for the average player, that's just going to be the easiest way to go right now. Again, I'm not saying that you should run this over the level 100 level, but I'm saying if you're having a hard time with that, that was just kind of a pain. A lot of accounts will even be able to auto this level. So if you're into that, if you just want to auto run this to get your 50 coins at a time, this is probably the best way to go for now. The reason I'm bringing this up too is I just wanted to talk about this real quick. Don't always go for the highest level up on the list. Okay, there's been a few times where Adis has actually hit the farming level 1 level down. Towards the very top, you might have some kind of boss, which is kind of a harder fight, takes longer, and it will only drop like 3 coins or whatever, and Beast Hunter isn't really that effective on it. Well, the level underneath that, that's actually easier sometimes. There will be a few mobs there for you, to get more chests, and it can actually be the difference between getting like 3 coins at a time, or it was like 20 or 25 coins at a time. And I mentioned that in one of the vids I did in this last collab, and a couple people actually thanked me for it because they weren't thinking about it. They were just clicking the level at the very top of the menu, thinking it was, the hardest difficulty level, so it was going to yield the most of the currency for them. So anytime I can help out some players like that are just kind of getting gypped over something easy like that, feel pretty good about it. So that's why I'm saying this. I did check these out. I did try the lower ones. In like the level 71, you're only getting like 12 to 15 coins out of each chest, and it's not like you can get 8 chests or anything stupid. So I think you're still better off just doing the level 80 as like the norm right now for just about everybody. Unless you just can't clear this content at all because you just rolled an account, then go ahead and just work your way up to whatever that you can. So yeah, I also was asked about some of the other items in the hero credential shop because I didn't really think about it. Of course, I was going to miss some of those items, and because I have them from actually getting them while the character was out. But you guys might still have that stuff in the shop, and you might be wondering if those are good things to spend hero credentials on. So I might as well go through and see. Let's see. I know they're going to have the limited heroes, like... what's her name? The Fire Witch. Her item's going to be there. That's a big deal for that character. So I'm sure if I just go through the characters, I'll go through the items that I missed in that hero credential shop. Alright, for those people. So we might as well start with Ray here, right? Because I did nab up both of his items. This and the Greaves was the only thing I was able to get, kind of because of the predicament that I'm in with this game right now. Or I would have already been like all in trying to get that arc for him. So anyway, I'll keep most of that to myself though. Yeah, Ray here, he gets these 2 items from the credential shop. We have the Blanc Beast Thunderband, Divine Beast Ray only. Ooh. Thunder attack, damage plus 10%. That's very nice for him. Battle ends, recovers MP plus 5%. That is actually kind of nice for him too, because the fact is his healing / buff ability costs like 65 MP, yo. Okay, it really does. He's not going to be able to throw it that much. Ray's not going to have just an absolute ton of magic points. So this actually does help, and it's by 5%. But really the thunder attack damage is super nice for it, and it has 30 attack, so this one's pretty good. And then we have Blanc Beast Life Band. Divine Beast Prey only. Constantly regenerate HP. Recover some SCT when using healing magic. Yeah, I remember now. I didn't want to talk about this really yet because I wasn't sure if this item's working properly. He doesn't seem to be getting healing that often for it. He's healing like 540 hit points or something. I don't know, just reading this, constantly regenerate HP, I would just think it'd be a little more often than that, because I'm kind of waiting to see if maybe they patch or something and maybe fix something about this item. Sometimes these things are a little bit wonky when they first drop, and to me personally this one's questionable. Recover some SCT when using healing magic. Here's the thing. Ray's really only healing magic unless you're for some reason going to put healing spells on him, and run him like that, which I just personally wouldn't do that. I would just go with the healing that he has, which has that buff built in. But again, that thing is 65 MP, so how often is he really going to use that and recover some SCT off of that? So really the only thing this really has going for it is constantly regenerate HP. And if he's not regenerating it that often, I don't know, like, it's not worth it to me if he's getting 500 hit points every 35 seconds or something stupid. Because other than that, it's giving him 750 hit points and 30 magic defense. See what I mean? Like, I could get an accessory that's just giving him, like, some attack for one. I could get another accessory that would give him probably more hit points than that, and actually some defense, So I don't think this one's really a necessity, and that's why I was kind of waiting to see if maybe this thing's just not working right. Because if it actually healed him constantly, like it says like that, and it was like better heals or a little more often, this might actually be a good item, and that's just my personal opinion. But the Thunder Band is definitely the one I would go for him as first choice. It's giving some attack, and it's giving more damage, right? And it's keeping his MP fed, so at least he can, like, maybe throw that healing and buff that he throws out, like, an extra time. Because if you really think about it, that thing's pretty nice. It cuts the damage you take by 20%. So I can see why it costs 65 MP. So this is at least going to help him throw that more. And it's going to give him, some attack. And it's going to give him 10% more damage, which is very nice. So accessory 1 here would definitely be my first choice. The blue one, not the teal one. Alright, the Life Band is definitely not as good as this one, and I was actually kind of hoping it would be. But from what I've seen, I've been kind of keeping an eye on his hit points ever since I put this thing on him, and it just doesn't really seem to have that much oomph to it. So, I don't know, we can run him right now and kind of see. You guys can be the judge of it. We'll do that after we go through some of these items. This girl right here, though, Aliza. Yeah, as far as this girl goes and her equipment that is probably in the shop right now, the ruby staff that this girl can get is actually very, very good for her. This is definitely one of those characters that got a great item made for them. 15 MP, which is nice. 24 attack, great. But really 196 intelligence is just good. And it's also giving her 38 magic defense. But the ability is really powerful for her. When using fire magic, chance to recover MP used. This keeps her fed greatly. And when using skills, temporary intelligence plus 25%. And this girl definitely does want to throw her skills because she has a lot of nasty fire stuff in her skill kit. So to throw a skill in between and get a 25% boost to intelligence so that she can drop a nasty spell with like the good intelligence off of this staff. Remember this. Sorry guys, it's kind of dry in here. But remember also that her spell is going to be empowered, right? It's going to be like one of these super crimson flares on crack, and she's going to be getting the 25% int to that spell, and this thing has a good intelligence on it base wise. So this thing is pretty damn gnarly for her, I must say. Definitely worth it if you want to use this character. I think she did come with a great weapon. Let's see, who else do we have? Oh, that's right. Guardian Angel Lukiel. I know some of her items are in there for sure. Loga would definitely be a good choice because he's a very powerful content clear boss slayer. I'm just going to say it one more time. I have Rem's Mop on him, but you obviously want his sword here. The Violent Tree Winners, obviously if this character wasn't relevant, I wouldn't have spent like 10,000 Crimson Ore getting the Tree Winner blades for him. Those are just great. They inflict blind and slight boost to break with status effects. And he's always going to have status effects on people, so this is going to give him more break, and it's going to give him a chance to inflict blind. With his other blade that you can get in that shop right now, that's giving you, 10% more to all of the breaks, the break durations that he's putting on his enemies, the ailment, how long they last. It's also giving him 20% more damage when they're broken or have one of these ailments on them. So it increases his damage a lot. That is definitely the combo you want for this guy right now. Rem's Mop is alright. I mean, it's got decent attack, I guess, but it's all about the low chance of getting illness and poison, right? Because that's going to help him. But I would definitely take those blades, I think, over Rem's Mop and get that 20% extra to the damage. So that is kind of a big deal for this guy, and this guy can actually take you a long way. Like, if you just pulled a fresh account and you got this guy, he can put in some serious mad work, and that's why I wanted to talk about his item that was in there. Let's see, is Yoda's? Yeah, that's right, Yoda. Yoda has equipment in there. This is it, right? His cane? No, he has the spiritual robe. I don't think Yoda had a cane, did he? Let's see. Because I do believe I got his item. Maybe not. Huh, am I tripping? Did I not get Yoda's item? Guys, honestly, off the top of my head, that was a while ago and I can't remember. Obviously, it wasn't the Staff of the Heavens. Because it doesn't say Yoda only on it. Ugh. Sorry guys, it's been a long day. I'm actually getting ready to crash here pretty soon. Yeah, I don't know guys. Who else is there? Let's see. What other items could be in that shop that I already have? That's right, Lukiel. Guardian Angel Lukiel, because we did see one of her items. I'm sure the other one's there too. And that would be the Seraph Scepter. Guardian Lukiel only. Let's actually look at this thing. Yeah, it's pretty damn gnarly for her, right? It's got 24 strength. It's got 174 intelligence. It gives her 40 MP, which is nice, and 11 mind. Yeah, this thing's pretty brutal for her. Guardian Lucio only. Thunder attack damage further units more. Okay, so the further somebody is away from her, the more damage it's going to do. That's really awesome for her because she is like a sentinel unit. Like her S3, a lot of her stuff is like from far away, and just to get more damage is just great. Also, thunder attack crit rate plus 10%. Not 5, 10. That's very nice. Very nice. This item is very good for her, and obviously that other item is good for her too. That the one that increases the amount of break that she does with her thunder attacks. I think that's also very useful. She did have two pretty useful items when they dropped that character. I had to choose though, so I just went with this scepter. But I think it's a good item if you want to use Guardian Angel Lucio. She's a non-limited character, so there's that. Speaking of which, Shin, bad boy Shin. Where is he on here? Oh, and he has the Paladin sword because of how I was running him. Here it is. His actual main squeeze is this Ogetsu blade. Wish I could just click on him like that and look at him. Alright, here it is. 176 attack, but bad boy Shin only. When unit evades, chance to recover SCT. And special damage cap plus 3k. That's really good for him. That the special damage is great. And keeping himself fed, right? This guy's skill kit is what really does a bunch of nar for him. It's going to do crazy damage. It's absolutely awesome. So this sword goes a long way for him, and he just wants one powerful sword. So they did that for him. They gave him a very powerful sword that feeds him very well. It's got decent strength on it. And for all the bonuses that he gets for just having one blade at a time, this thing works out like really good for him, and he just does a ton with it. So this thing's worth getting if it's in the shop. Yeah, I'm sure it is because Lucio's is. Let's see. And what else did Shin have? He had some kind of mask, right? If I recall correctly. Let's see. Demon Mask, Red Fang. That sounds like it. Yep, bad boy Shin only. If under 30% hit points, targeted by enemies less, and chance to nullify damage taken. That's actually alright because it can kind of keep him alive. But realistically, it's not like the best item in the world. I would definitely go with the sword. Where did that thing go so I could click on it? I would definitely go with that sword over this thing for him. It's not going to be a huge game changer for him. First of all, it's giving him some hit points. It's given him a little bit of defense. And don't get me wrong, his attack will actually increase a tiny bit off of that defense. But you'd probably be better off with an item that's just giving you a bunch of defense and mind. That's going to increase his attack more. Or how about this? An item that actually has attack and defense and mind. Like the hidden treasure, whatever that thing is called. I believe it's giving you like stats to everything. So that's going to make Shin's defense and mind. His attack's going to scale off of that. And of course the item already has a flat attack value on top of that. So you would be getting the most out of something like that. And as far as this ability goes, if under 30% hit points, that targeted by enemies less is really kind of worthless. The chance to nullify damage taken could be alright, but it's just a chance. And I mean, chances are if you get hit with 5 attacks because you're in the middle of like a bad situation, great, it'll nullify 1 or 2 of them when you have when you're already down to like 30% health. So the other 3 attacks are probably going to kill you anyway. So that's kind of the way that I see it. Now, if this thing gives you like 10 or 15 seconds of like 80% dodge chance or something crazy like that, or just nullifies the damage for 20 seconds, 30 seconds straight, that would be different, but I haven't really seen it do anything like that. If anybody knows more about how this specifically works, leave me a comment, but I don't think this is that great of an item. That's why he wasn't even rocking this thing. If anybody knows otherwise, though, because there is a chance that this could be good. I'm just clarifying that right now, but I don't think it is. So that's really all I can say about that. I'm just being real with you guys. Like, I'm not going to pretend to know about something if I'm not sure about it. I'm just going to be real, especially if there's like kind of like a wonky translation sometimes. So, and if anybody wants to correct me on that and teach me something along the way, I'll be more than happy about it. All right. But yeah, let's see. Let's look at all these characters real quick, because I think that's pretty much all of the items that they would have in there. We went over Ray. Right, because obviously for Ray, they're not going to come out with a weapon for him because they want you to get that sweet, sweet pair of Thunder Claws off of that UR arc, which is incredibly rare. Man, I was so happy. I was so happy when I saw that orb light up green. I thought I actually had a chance. And then I was like, you know what? Let's just keep it real, though. Let's just keep it real. You know, it's probably going to be an off-banner, but it's already green. And since I only have one UR arc, I'm pretty much like guaranteed to get something new, right? Because, you know, 3 out of 4 arcs would have been new for me. And no, I had to get that 1 out of 4 though. Damn. Anyway, let's see. We went over Roland. Celios have... I didn't get anything for Celios. I pulled him later. Oh yeah, that's right. These are going to be the limited heroes. Like Yoda and Roland. Davin is a limited hero too. I don't think I have any of his equipment. Yeah, no, if I had any of Davin's equipment, I don't think Davin's equipment's in there. Alright, well, there's that. I covered that. And I just wanted to talk to you guys about actually farming this level and getting these coins. They're pretty much, like, easy to get, but I just didn't want anybody to, be farming levels that are really kind of a waste of orbs. Because those orbs can go a long way, especially right now. If you just pulled a new character, I don't know if you guys noticed, but these are half off right now. Wait, they were half off, right? Cost 2, yeah. So these ability gates are half off right now to be using your orbs on, and you won't have those orbs to do if you're trying to get all these coins and you're just not running a level that's actually getting you a decent amount of coins at a time. So that's just kind of my best suggestion. I wanted to throw that out there. So if you guys got any more questions, feel free to ask. The comments open, and I do make videos from time to time on request, especially if I have the time and the means to do it. So I'll talk at you all soon. Peace.